everybody, welcome back to the Right Foot Down Motorsports YouTube page. Daniel Webster here with you guys. So this week I'm going to be taking you through kind of a week in the life of, projects change from day to day. I got a few different things planned out that I need to get done. I've got a Sportsman to get fixed. I've got a Pro car to get fixed into Alabama. I want to go practice my Super to make sure I got everything right with it. Just a bunch of stuff packed in, a Pro car that's racing in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get done in time to go test. So a little bit of highlights of here and there and how many different directions you get pulled in doing this for a living sometimes. How challenging it can be to focus on certain projects as you go. How important sometimes coffee can be to get through everything. Or not doing cheesy, but NOS with the NOS car. So yeah, we're going to jump on getting Chris Turner's Sportsman fixed, Tim Sozio's Pro car, his Fury ready to go to his first race out in Montgomery, Alabama, Chad Rutherford's Fury doing a motor swap on it and fixing the body and everything, and then that should be enough for this one. So let's get into it. So today we're actually out of the shop. We are doing some testing. Actually headed over back to Orlando Speed World to do some testing, trying to see if I got this car sorted back out before we go to Pensacola next week with it. This place, I feel like of all the tracks that we have in Central Florida, most of the places we have are paper clips. This place is very sweeping, it's banked, it's abrasive because it's been sitting for so long. I think it'll actually be a pretty decent test for Pensacola. They're out there cleaning the track up right now, but I've got 2 more sets of fronts, 3 rears, and another 4 shocks in there. Gonna run through some different sway bar, axle packages, stuff like that. Just try some stuff on this car. The Rattler was the first race I ran on it with it having the new gen updates, and it wasn't good. I got something out of time. Like I don't know. I went all back through it, and they're blowing the track off. They had a big drift event, I guess, over the weekend, and it is a mess. So hopefully they get it clean before the rain gets here, because it's summer in Florida, and go rip some laps around here in a Super for the first time in a long time. It was fun with the Pro Truck the other day, but I'm looking forward to putting my foot in that Peters motor around here again. On a side note, I'm really happy that Circle Trackers left the place in such a nice shape, because the drift event that they had this weekend, there's crap freaking everywhere. I can't believe when we pulled in, I had to drive around wood in the middle of the pits. This place was spotless 2 weeks ago for the Circle Track event. So good for our guys for at least taking care of the facility. That's pretty sad. Seriously, guys, this place is freaking disgusting now. I'm in shock because I was here, again, a week and a half ago, and it was spotless. I didn't see exactly how it was when we left, because I left a little early when it started to rain, but I would be disappointed if this was from our people. It's shit everywhere. It is hot, guys. I picked a really inconvenient day to leave the trailer keys at home, so I can't get the generator out to plug the trailer in to run the air conditioner. It's 93 degrees, and anyway, car's pretty solid. I went through 2 different front base packages, 2 different rear base packages, tried one more thing on the right rear. I think I liked it. We're on some really old tires. So we're gonna put on a 5-lap set to make like a little mini mock run. Not because I need to, because I want to. Might as well while we're here, right? Want to see what this old place has in it for speed. Yay, let's go testing whenever in the middle of the summer in Florida and forget the keys to the trailer so you can't have the generator running for the air conditioner. Guess we're gonna have to bring an RFD sticker next time. That's pretty cool. Looks like the motocrossers have been busy. Yeah. Okay, we're jumping around a little bit, but home from the Orlando test. Got the wrap done on this thing last night. That'll be the previous video. It's done in between. And then now I got a Sportsman that Sean is finishing up the repair job on. And then Tim, we're taking Sozio to Montgomery for his first trip to, I think this is his first race in Alabama and anything. Not that he ran the Rattler with the Sportsman. Anyway, first late model race out there. So first time to Montgomery. Going through this thing, getting it maintenanced up, I'm getting ready to run through setup stuff. So we raced Pensacola with it. It was decent there. He ran 6th, I think. Went to New Smyrna, got rained out. So now I'm trying to track down what changes were made where. And I feel like Montgomery's kind of a blend between the two on setup. Shaped much more like New Smyrna, but with less banking, but a lot of tire wear like Pensacola. So I'm trying to figure out where to compromise on turn and stability for the tire wear. And yeah, so let's run through the front end. Here's something really interesting I just kind of came across. These race cars flex, but so the sway bar is loaded right now with the load stick and everything. I just zeroed out the load. Watch how much it changes just putting body weight on the chassis. It added 12 pounds of bar load with just Sean leaning on the right front corner of the bumper area. What's it doing going into the corner at 125 miles an hour into banking, making, 2,000 pounds of load on each front tire? That's interesting. All right, so that little weird mind blower aside, ran through Tim's car, got all the front end worked in, rear end stuff worked in, safety wire drive flanges, nut and bolt, all that good stuff. Not really exciting stuff. So we're building a couple setups for it real quick. Got a couple sets of fronts, a couple sets of rears. I got a couple sets of my stuff I'm going to bring. Tim doesn't have, since he's new to late model racing, I could either make him spend however much I spent on this or bring it with me. So I'm a good crew chief. I'll bring it. Same thing with all my front end slugs and shims and crap. I'm sure some of you guys can relate. It's stressful to go racing without your trailer. Like, this is my command center, my happy place, my office, my tools and everything, all my spare parts. I gotta make sure. Yep, angle finder. I need that. Framing square, check squareness on the rear end. If I gotta do it at the track. Don't need the restrictors, but yeah. It's stressful going and racing out of somebody else's trailer that you haven't taken the time, race after race, month after month, to curate exactly how you want it. So I'm trying to multitask out here of grabbing everything I need while That looks good. While getting everything ready on the setup side of things. So when we get there, I got a couple pre-made adjustments built up, ready for it. Woo. Transporting equipment from one side of the yard to the other. To their temporary home for the weekend. Sozio trailer. Just got that one done, putting it out so the customer can come pick it up. It got tore up pretty good, and it needed a left upper, lower spindle, brake rotor. The ball joints were destroyed. Like it had a bad day. I had to like twist the rack plate back down. A car spun out in front of him, and he did not successfully avoid it. So just got that thing slapped out, and got one more car to work on before we get on the road in the morning. This one's gonna look a little out of place here. Let's see what you think.
Get you some footage of racing this weekend.
I think this is the first figure 8 car I've ever worked on. These things are funky. The Sean that works for me is slightly crazier than the rest of us because he drives these things. My God, it's so bulky. So anyway, I'm distracted just checking this thing out with you guys. Just doing some front end work on it. It turns better one way than the other. So we're gonna see if I can find something to make it go both directions the same way. All right, Friday morning, sun's just coming up. I hear actual roosters crowing in the distance. My Duramax, I think the high pressure or high volume fuel pump, sorry, not awake yet, haven't had coffee yet, is going out. So I have bothered Jesse Dutilli, who's driving up there to run an outlaw car, to bring his dually and tow us up there because Tim's dad's out of town on a cruise and he wanted to run this race, so I'm trying to make it happen. So we'll think everything's locked up, cameras are on, head to Bama again. I think I have enough of my stuff with me in here. Hopefully it all, exactly stays there. Well, we made it here. We're on pit road. I just got to show you guys this contraption really quick. I thought like the tires were in there or something, but there's actually a race car inside that thing. Holy shit. It's like a moving trailer or something with some crazy ramps. I don't know. That is one hell of a pure stock rig. They are still going through the setup process. That thing is wild. So a winch lets the door down, and then they set it on these aluminum ramps and then some wood ramps to spread it out. Like, I hope you guys are in awe as much as I am. This is in depth. Another development. The winch is hooked to the top of like the hoops. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Oh, we're clear. Wow, that's wild. There's just so many things about that I would never have dreamt to engineer that way. We got Tim Biffle and Tim Dale.
I'd love for this to have been fake. This is it's a real bummer. We were in store for a great race, but this is going to play into some of those back.
Well, we're running P3, 8 laps in, and a random pop-up shower came through. Made the night a lot longer. Yay. All right, guys, back from Montgomery. Super fun ride home from there. Decent night. Made the draw, started on the front row, ran third early in the race till it started raining for a while. And then once they got the tractor, went back green. The Carters was too tight. So ended up finishing ninth. Ran sixth for a long time. Ended up ninth. So Tim's first time there. My first time crew chief in a car there. Not bad. The place is really hard on tires, like worse than Pensacola. So that car's got 2 weeks to turn around. It'll be back at New Smyrna next weekend on the 20th. And also, same thing for Chad. So we'll update there. Motor swap time in Chad's Fury. So the last time out, we actually ran it with the Supers at Citrus. I got a little bit beat up. Needs a pair of fenders. So now is the time to go ahead and get those swapped off. And in the process, we've got a brand new Cam Clark 604. I've been waiting on for a couple months, just showed up. So I get to do the fun part of engine swap of figuring out every sensor, wire, plug, and line that's not going to work, because that would be way too easy. But yeah, out with the Ford, Chevy going in, and get this thing fixed up and prettied up is what's on the docket for our Monday. Oh, that's a night. Unboxing stuff never gets old here when it comes to race car parts. God. That is purdy. That is light. That is high torque. All the right stuff. All right, time to get old motor put away. Start getting the Chevy ready. So torqued. All right. She's ready to go. All right, sit in, bolted down. Waiting on headers to come in still. We got all the Ford stuff ready to package away, and then if they change the rules back, we'll put the Ford back in. We can have plenty debate over the state of pro late model racing with the motor rules and everything. It's kind of a cluster. Like for years, the Ford was the way to go. So then they gave weight brakes to the Chevy. Now the Chevy's too advantaged and the Ford's behind, so they gave the other older style Ford an option to make better, and it's just kind of a cluster. But right now the rules favor the Chevy motor, so Chevy time it is. A decent chunk of the motor set in. We are waiting on some parts I ordered yesterday to get here, like the water neck, sending units, stuff like that. Headers hopefully get here soon, but while I've got the fenders off and it's easier to see in here, this upper tower is bent. This thing got wrecked pretty bad at Speed Weeks. I thought I caught everything. We went back to that last race and it was like okay, but not 100%. I felt like something in the front end was off. I'm gonna go with this here area being that way. So I'm going to get all that off and straightened. And in the meantime, Sean's going to get the tail off and the million spoiler braces. He gets to do that one after I did the last one. Well, we got her straighter, but a little structural integrity fix needed now. All right, we'll get some silver sprayed down in there, and I think at least the left front corner will be good to go again. And guys, this thing is one of the best repair tools you could ever own. I don't use it on a lot of bolts, but it is so handy for straightening things. Highly recommend. All right, pretty again. Okay, well, I'm waiting on parts to come in. I'm waiting on my spacer plate, waiting on my water neck, waiting on, I'm out of 3-prong or 3-pin Deutsch connectors because it's 2026 and the MSD still comes with this plug that's useless to any other thing. So I'm waiting on that stuff to come in. I do have a new set of seat belts to get in this thing. Chad prefers the Schroth belts. He likes this... I'm a cam lock guy too, but he likes the twisty one rather than the lever. So I'm going to get the Simpsons out and get the Schroths rigged up in here for him. Get that knocked out while I'm waiting on parts to come in. Now, it's super important to make sure you get the right wire plug to the right side. It's never made sense to me, but if you plug the purple to the purple, that's bad. You have to have purple to green, orange to purple. I've never had a good description as to why that's a thing, but that is very, very, very much a thing. All right, connector done. These kits are really, really super simple, very user-friendly. Highly recommend doing all of your connections with Deutsch stuff when possible. And that's that. All right, need to get some sending units on this thing so I can get my gauges plugged in. There we go. And then carburetor, and I guess I'm gonna have to stick a set of my headers on this thing. I'm gonna go this weekend to test with Chad over at New Smyrna. That way we get some time on this thing, make sure there's no problems or whatever. But yeah, the headers have been on order for a few weeks. I guess ProFab's a little behind up there. So since there's still a big open hole in my Pro car, I got a set of headers that are available to go testing this weekend. Yay, Race Shop Live. Yeah, I'm still waiting on a few more parts, but I got enough stuff here to go ahead and speed this next section up, get this thing a little closer to running. All right, so the fittings I needed to put the oil pressure and water tip sending units came in. Got, I think all the lines are tight, got water in it, got power steering fluid in it. I checked the oil when it got here. Pros of a wet sump motor. I don't have to worry about oil lines and pumping and everything. So I think she's ready to fire off. Let's see if she makes some noise. Let it get a little temp built into it. Check out the timing light. Good start so far. Sounds pretty good for a damn pro motor. Hell yeah. All right, just gotta, finish setting the car up. I still gotta put spoiler braces on it, cut all the fenders to fit, make sure the hood still fits. The inner bracing is screwed up on the nose still. And, yeah, like I said, just, everything else. But I got tonight and tomorrow to get it done, get it in the trailer. We're gonna go test at New Smyrna Saturday to make sure everything's ready for next week's race. So it's nice and fumey in here now. Woo. test mode. She's missing some vinyl, but I'll have it pretty again next week. Alright, first run on the new Chevy motor. Let's see how she runs. And that should be about all the time I have for this one. Test went well, car was fast, motor ran good, and then the last run of the day, he wanted to go out and make a little long run to finish up, and broke transmission. We've replaced, we've ordered, 4 brand new shocks from Ernest, brand new rear end from Buzzy, just put a brand new, the full upgrade package from a few videos ago from Fury for the suspension package, and now a brand new motor from Cam Clark, a Bill Paint carburetor. I've upgraded everything on the car. Hell, even put new seatbelts in it. Now it needs a transmission. That was like the last thing. But hey, work on race cars, they said. So anyways, hope you guys got a good appreciation for, like I said, how my workflow changes from day to day, week to week, or whatever, trying to keep up with everything and fit my personal car in whenever I could. I really wanted to race Pensacola. I really didn't have the time or the help for this event to make it. So I had to cancel that, stay here and get some more work done. It's part of self-employed life. So this week we'll get the transmission swapped out on Chad's, get Tim's cleaned up from Montgomery, ready to go. They're both going to New Smyrna, and whatever else work I can get done. I'm going to go drop off my broken 604 to get it fixed. And that should be enough for this week. So, as always, appreciate you guys. Like the videos. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll get notifications when the next video comes out live. Share the channel. Like I said, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm close. I can, start making money off this and can justify putting more time and more effort and more money into it. And, maybe a podcast down the line I'm working on. I think you guys will appreciate and enjoy. So, for now, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one.